So yesterday I posted this video, which you can check above in the dot above, about me talking about the $130 iPhone case. And a lot of you guys have reached out to me, and the feedback that I'm getting for that video is quite bad. You guys were saying I lashed out in anger, some of the stuff we were going off just pure rant, and you were also bashing Apple very heavily over one product. And you guys are right. I kind of did go a little haywire, and I kind of see that now. And I just want to apologize. I apologize, for the way I presented myself, and I promise that will not happen again. And I've already wrote in the comment or in the description of what happened. However, calling out certain YouTubers, because that's YouTube, that I'm not sorry for. But I will not try to discriminate them. I will not try to ruin their reputation in any way. I will just bring them up as a representation of how I feel in comparison. But I do apologize to the two YouTubers that I had called out in the video. Again, I want to make that clear. I am sorry for the way I presented myself, but I'm not taking the video down because I want it to be a lesson learned of what not to do again. So today we're going to recompose ourselves and do the video that I promised I was going to do yesterday about the iPod 2019 and the iPhones adapting USB Type-C, and maybe this time we can get back on the right track. So let's go. Michael here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to talk about two things, combining two news stories instead of making separate videos. We're going to just combine it into one whole story. So there is a rumor going around that Apple is going to refresh the iPods for 2019. They are going to give it new specs and make it a 7th generation iPod Touch. And for a while now, you guys have known my stance. I've made a couple of videos, which I will leave at the end of the video if you want to check out, where I take of the iPod Touch. I am going to call out a few YouTubers, but most notably, the most YouTuber you will hear on my channel, Tech. I've just got to say this right now. I respect the guy, I respect his videos, and I respect his stance as an Apple fan. There are some things I disagree on, which I will talk about, but this has to do with one of them. So the iPod Touch is coming out reportedly this year. It is said. I will leave the links. Yes, I will leave the link. And they were saying that the 7th generation iPod will have a better camera. It will have a laminated display. I don't know why though, because it's just an iPod. And it will have a new CPU. And it will also be on the budget end. So at least we get an Apple product that is budget friendly. Now, while everyone out there is saying that the iPod Touch is not something Apple should keep, they should discontinue it, and Tech is one of those YouTubers. He doesn't see any purpose as to why the iPod Touch exists. Well, Telosif, I'm going to tell you something, and I really hope you watch this video. I'm not trying to bash you, man. I really respect your work, and truthfully, I am a subscriber. But I have to admit, you kind of lost me when you said you don't see a reason for the iPod. I can see a few reasons. First off, it is a cheaper device that runs iOS. Now, I'm not saying Apple should be making cheap devices, but they should be making devices that allow people to get into Apple. And I feel that the iPod is a necessary product in Apple's lineup. That is a music player and everything combined into one. It gives them an opportunity to be introduced to iOS. That's how I was introduced to Apple, the iPod Touch. The iPod Touch is a great entry-level device. It can allow people to get into the habit of using an iPhone or anything. For children, that's number 2. And you can say, oh, just give them a phone or have iMessage or something. But my counter to that is, why would you want to give an 8, 9, 10-year-old a phone? Wouldn't you want to let them mature a little bit, teach them some maturity? I mean, obviously, kids nowadays are different, but when I was growing up, nobody wanted a phone at the age of 8 and 9. We wanted an iPod. And the iPod is still a great device, don't get me wrong. I would buy one if it wasn't so outdated. For the price though, I mean, it's okay. But I understand what you're saying. It probably is not the best product in the Apple lineup, but to me, it's an important part of Apple's history. iPod. It's what started the revolution towards the iPhone. So I don't think it's the right thing to say it should not be around. It should be around, but like I said, it helps to push for streaming service. They can get into iCloud, Apple Music, because we all know Apple is starting to go into the service industry, which is something they really should have did a long time ago. But I feel that this is a better way to get people into the iPod Touch. This is the best way to do it. Get them an iPod, you buy your Apple Music, you buy iCloud storage if you want to use it, and then you can upgrade from there. So the iPod for me is a great product and an essential product, and I think that that's something that Apple should refresh. So that's my take on that, and that's what it is said about the iPod. Next story. Sorry guys. Sorry. So the next video, next topic, is talking about the next year iPhones adapting USB Type-C. So in another article linked together, two stories in one again, the iPhone is said to be following in the footsteps of the iPad Pro and adapt USB Type-C. Now, I have made a previous video talking about Apple putting USB Type-C or ditching the Lightning port, and while I do think adapting USB Type-C will be a great thing and it should have been done, I feel that it's going to be a hard transition, because there are so many products right now of Apple that use the proprietary port. They use Lightning cable. If anything, Apple should have done the transition this year, because you did it with the iPad Pro, so it would have only made sense to have done it with the iPhone. But Apple didn't do it. And I get it, it's better late than never, but USB Type-C is much, much better. It's faster, it gives you much faster charge, transmits data faster, and it allows for many more accessories. If you look at what USB Type-C can be used for, it's kind of amazing what that port is capable of. And even though I'm a fan of Lightning, yes, I am a fan of Lightning, but I do use Anker's Lightning cables, not Apple's cheap made. Obviously everyone has an argument on that. While I'm not a big fan of them jumping right away, I understand it has to be done, but it should have been done sooner than later. And if they do adopt the USB Type-C, that means you're going to have to start the transition. Get AirPods with USB Type-C. They already sell USB-C dongles. I don't think they'll be shipping them anymore, but the transition is starting, but you're going to have to push it even more. So anybody that has Lightning cables, get ready to ditch them, because if this is true, your iPhone next year will be running USB Type-C. But that's a better idea, because you don't need to carry certain cables, you don't need to grab certain wires. It's one cable to rule it all. Charge your MacBook, charge your iPhone, charge your iPad even. So one cable to rule it all. So that's my stance on that. I actually am hoping that they do that, but I can see the transition is going to be very, very difficult for some people, but some it may be easy. So let me know down below, what do you think of these news today about the iPod getting refreshed and also the iPhones adapting USB Type-C? If you liked the video and you like what you saw, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, guys, I know a lot of you guys watch my video and you don't subscribe, but I'm telling you, you hit the subscribe button, you're not going to regret it. Just hit the subscribe, turn on the notifications, and you won't miss a thing. Again, I apologize about yesterday. It was very, very bad on my part, and I promise it will not happen again. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and peace.
No,